We've had a big increase in the inflation rate. But what do you do about it? What do you do about it? Let me tell you what I think most people don't do about it, or the mistakes that we can make during inflation, when inflation just jumps up at us like it has quickly, almost without warning, or it feels that way anyway, right? Would you agree it feels that way, that it just happened out of the blue without warning? Yep, you feel that way. Yes, yes, yes. And yet, the signs and symptoms, if you know what to look for, have been there all along. And this is what we're going to be doing in the financial clinic for women. We're going to be looking at the signs and symptoms that we can look at in advance that will help us get ready for those twists and turns in the markets before they happen, so that we can be ready. But a couple of mistakes that I've seen that especially women make, not just women, but that most people make during high inflation times, or when that first surprise happens. Well, the biggest mistake is they go into denial. They just kind of go numb. They just pretend that it's not happening. How many of you, hopefully none of you, I think that if you're here, you're probably one of the sharp people who already know that you're not that. But a lot of people go into frozen mode or the freeze mode, and they feel like, they just shut down. They don't really acknowledge that things are changing. A lot of people I've heard don't even open their statements from their brokerage or their bank, because they don't really want to look at the numbers maybe going down temporarily, hopefully. But in other words, they hide from the reality, or the facts that things are shifting. Things need to be looked at. Things need to be, this is like a wake-up call. Knock, knock, knock. Hello, are we paying attention here? Things are happening. This is not going to be like it was last 10 years. The next 10 years could be quite different. The next 10 years. And Alyssa says, I'm doing my best to learn how to pivot. Yes, that's why you're here. Thank you. Thank you. We're all doing our best to learn why. And that's why I really think that these Friday afternoons could be not only fun, but important to you, so that you're not one of those people who will just, hide under the covers and not acknowledge the facts that things are shifting and they need your attention. So that's one of the mistakes that I've seen a lot of people go through, is that hiding and frozen mentality. Another mistake I've seen people go through is panic. Panic. How many of you really panicked or felt like, the sky is falling? Especially during the May, June last year, when the markets were going down very rapidly, in the markets, stock market anyway. Dow Jones Industrial Average, Standard & Poor's 500, and the NASDAQ came down an average of about 25% within 60 days. When those inflation numbers started to come out and said that it was 9.2%. That stock market really collapsed quickly, readjusted very, very quickly. Hi, Julie. Thanks for being here. Julie is here. She says, Friday afternoons. Yay, I'll be here. Good, good, good. And Suzanne. Hey, Suzanne, my friend Suzanne is here. Thank you so much. Now we can get the party started even more.